Technology is the center of our world. We grow more and more advanced every day, but this technology is not without a cost. Some of our degrees that we worked really hard for are going to be rendered useless in the coming years due to machine learning. I researched this topic thoroughly and consulted my father, who's a leader or an expert in machine learning, and has rolled it out for major companies like Amazon and Uber. The main points of this policy discussion will be the discussion of the cost of AI on jobs and the benefits it will have. Before we get started, I'll have to show you what machine learning is. So, machine learning is where a computer learns patterns to solve a problem. There are many different algorithms that can be used to do this, like the most common ones are DeepNet or reward-based learning. One of the most common, reward-based, I'll be showing you an example of it. So it's actually pretty funny. So all they did here was all they did here was tell it, you got to get from point A let me do that. Actually, it's really hard. You got to get from point A to point B. That's all they did. It was reward-based. So if it fails, it gets a dock. If it succeeds, then it's rewarded. So this forces kind of an artificial evolution where the machine gets extremely well at doing what it does. And obviously, you could see it became probably the best runner in the world using that elaborate arms like hitting the chest. It's pretty funny. So we've all been taught in middle school that high school that technology has been called the bane of jobs during the Industrial Revolution. So that we're going to be seeing a new revolution coming in our lifetime, similar to that with machine learning. Accountants, statisticians, and other similar occupations, according to Danny Lang, are going to be the first ones to be replaced, and they're already being replaced. Like, my father is helping putting my sister out of work. It's not fun. And Wall Street trading is already being taken over by AI, according to Nishant Kumar in Bloomberg articles in 2017 and Benziga in NASDAQ article. Following these jobs, drivers for taxis and trucks drivers will be replaced. We've all seen driverless cars and trucks on YouTube, but we got to remember that there are 3.5 million truck drivers in the U.S., a number posted by the Trucking Reports and Trends and organizations. Taxis will also be impacted, and like trucks, they will have nowhere to go in the current state of the economy. Technology in the past has been shown to increase national average living standards, though. But in this case, there was no publicly traded companies during the Industrial Revolution, so the money would just go to people, and the wealth is most likely going to collect with the top 1% with machine learning. But there's not only going to be a loss of jobs. Good news is new industries sprout up, and we'll see industries that people have never seen before. Robotics will account for nearly 200,000 jobs in the coming future, according to Qureshi in a writing on the impacts of robotics on employment. This amount of jobs does not account for those lost, but these are high-paying jobs, and they pay for what you need. Also, the service sector, like in the Industrial Revolution, there was a large spur in the service sector where there'll be a large amount of employment and new jobs for people to have. Currently, the response in the U.S. is unemployment benefits, but this will be under strain if the worst-case scenario is true. According to Roten, an MIT researcher in How Technology is Destroying Jobs, published in 2010, the worst case is 20 to 50 million people will be out of work in the next 2 decades. Just like global warming, this is not an imminent threat to our daily lives right now, but it's slowly creeping up on us. We can look at different ways that we can approach this, but we should look at how we change unemployment benefits, and we will need to have to work on it. In summary, the cost of AI on jobs will be costly in terms of jobs, and new industries will spring up, though. Cost and benefits will be yet to be seen in the coming decades, and we will need to address it as it comes up. Thank you.
Okay.
stumbled a bit.
Okay.
I've tripped up on my words a bit, yeah. So
Research that you found, what was most compelling for you?
I really like the videos on machine learning. There's like tons of videos online. Even you can see like the Atlas, if you guys seen that, like the backflipping robot. You can have a look at those, and those are pretty cool to see and what it can do.
Cool. All right, audience, questions, comments, feedback?
What's your dad's degree in?
He has a PhD in computer science.
What is your sister doing? What is your sister doing?
She is, I think, microeconomics with a minor in political science.
Oh,
What's your major?
Computer engineering.
Team?
I thought it was good because it is a pretty prevalent topic for some of us, or all of us, and you seemed really interested in it, so it kept us engaged. And I thought your delivery was the best that it's been in the quarter, so that was good.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I thought you had really good composure. And it's like, I feel like you've shown a lot of improvement over the course of the quarter, which is awesome. And it was a good topic too. Like, not a lot of us, we probably don't know a ton about it, so I thought you did a good job in laying it out in a way that we can understand.
Also, one more thing, I thought it was really interesting in your introduction. I think it was where you said that like a lot of the degrees that we're having now are gonna no longer be like of use in the future, and I think that that was like a really good way to like grab our attention and be like, this is actually something that's really important to like know about. So nice job.
I think I would have enjoyed like a little bit more detail. I mean, you talked about reward based, but like there's a lot.
It
There's
can take a
And like you know,
lot.
I think maybe like a mention to like supervised and unsupervised like learning or like
Yeah.
something like that would be
Okay.
a little bit more detail because like if you don't have any background, like just the whole idea of it's like pretty mind.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to explain.
The visual aid was cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
it was good.
video was funny, but yeah, like he said, like I don't know anything about this because like I don't know, just computers and things like that don't interest me in that way. And like it was an interesting topic and like, it kept me engaged. Like I still have like so many questions about it. And, like I know you only have 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's a lot to cover in 8 minutes, and it would take like 20 minutes minimum to like go over it, like so you can understand it with the background. So yeah, it's a little hard.
Yeah, I mean the driving cars was actually a great example. Like, the
Yeah.
whole, like self-driving cars, and then comparing that to like how truck drivers and taxi drivers are able to